Welcome to the Kindness Project, the podcast designed to share stories of kindness and share how kindness can make positive change in our world, one small act at a time. This time on the Kindness Project, In the Jungle, the Daems Family Band, and Random Words Generation. Morning! Morning. How are we doing this morning, people? I hope you're doing very well. How are you?
I am good.
Good. How was your Sunday?
We know the sound works today.
Yeah, the audio definitely works today. Hope you're having a great Monday morning so far. We've been singing In the Jungle, the Mighty Jungle, the Lion Sleeps Tonight, which apparently, and I didn't realise this, is a great song to sing early in the morning if you're feeling a bit... it's week 2 of lockdown. I need something to cheer me up. The Lion Sleeps Tonight. But I don't know whether the Disney version's better than the old school version. What do you reckon? Shorter? There's less Wimmerways in the
more
Disney
lions
version. More lions. There's a lot of lions in the Lion King. There's a lot of lions as you'd expect.
If you think 5 or 6 lions, there's a lot of lions.
Unofficial question of the podcast.
How many lions are too many lions?
How many lions is too many lions? Yeah, we'd like to know that. But what
27.
It's at least 32. What's your favourite character in The Lion King? It's got to be Timon and Pumbaa, isn't it? They're the two that are like the most amazing. What do you think?
I like those two, but I also like the bird, Rafiki.
Okay, yeah.
It's just funny.
Played by Mr. Bean in the original. Did you know that?
I knew that, yeah.
You did know that. Rowan Atkinson. Thank you to Justin, who's watching, Tina, who's watching, Serena, Chris Lane is watching, Trevor's watching, and Tracy's watching. Thanks for tuning in to the podcast.
Yes.
We'll crack on first with...
We haven't done instructions yet.
Oh, I'm joined by a girl who... has got an haircut like a lion. It's Charlotte Daems.
Oh, gee, thanks, old man. And I'm joined by a man who has to have time for his morning coffee. It's Chris Daems.
Oh, you know what? Straight out of the cavity air, super strong. After 3 of them, I will be awake for 4 days. But yeah,
and you may be experiencing some of the symptoms of caffeine overdose.
Tingling is the answer. So let me share what the question of the podcast is for this particular show so we can get some answers on that. We've got a bit more time now we're in lockdown.
Yep.
So what hobby or pastime are you going to do a bit more while you're in lockdown that you wouldn't have had the chance to do in real life? Is it still real life?
Is it still real life? Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy?
Okay. Yeah. So what hobby and pastime are you going to anymore? But we were a bit late with the... question of the podcast this morning, so we only posted it this morning, so if you can get involved, that'd be amazing.
Yes, please.
Hello Trev, thanks for watching, mate. So what I was asking Sophie what question of the podcast we should ask, and she came out with the amazing one of what's your favourite cushion. Now I don't know whether I've got a favourite cushion, to be honest, or what's your favourite blanket. What's a really bad question to ask?
What day is it? You get a variety of answers because people see the posts at different days.
Yeah, but at the minute, what day is it might be the worst question to ask because the answer might be...
Nobody knows.
I don't know, to be honest.
I know until he said it was Monday that it was Monday. I thought we were just like...
Yeah. I don't know whether it's Monday, Wednesday or Alan, to be honest. I'm not convinced.
Monday.
It's Monday. So where can people get in touch with us if they want to tell us their answer to their what day of the week is? Their favourite hobby or pastime they're going to practice a bit more.
Okay, so we have a Twitter. It's a very new thing. I mean, we're very fashion forward, you know.
Yeah.
I
We
mean-
just turned off MySpace, actually, because that wasn't working well for us, was
No,
it?
we weren't getting that many people on there. Apparently they're all converting to Twitter and Facebook, so like it's a cult or something.
Converging.
Anyway, we're at Honor Kindness on Twitter. We are, well, if you're watching this live, you're on our Facebook page. Welcome, guys. But if you're not, we are at The Kindness Project on Facebook. So you just put The Kindness Project in the top part. And the same thing works for Google, and it brings up our website. Wonderful, isn't it? And then we have an email, which is holla@thekindnessproject.co.uk.
Yeah, it's www.thekindnessproject.co.uk. You can get in touch with us in a variety of different ways. And yeah, so please do get in touch and comment on what hobby or pastime you're going to take up a bit more now you've got a bit more time. And I'm looking just across our lounge / dining room / office / study area / everything at the minute.
That's where everyone sits but me.
Towards the piano that we bought about a year and a half ago, and we've played with, but we've never really learned how to use, have we?
We've played with it, but we haven't played it.
No. So I might take up the piano. What are you going to do? What hobby and pastime are you going
I
to do?
might see if you're taking up the piano, I might see if I can sit and listen to you play piano and just play my ukulele awkwardly in the background to random notes. Not even like in time or in tune.
Well, maybe the family band that we've been talking about starting, we should start.
Sophie's got a clarinet. What instrument could we give Mum?
She could sing, couldn't she?
She could sing, yeah.
She could sing. Who's going to be the drummer, though? That's the thing. We need a drummer. We need a bit of a drummer in our life.
We just get the dog some drums.
We'll get one of the granddads on Zoom, if they can work Zoom, to like, accompany us with drums.
We just give the dog a tiny like tambourine and put some treats in it.
That's what we need. A tiny dog tambourine with the dog just running around. He's barking at the door now, and he can't come in because we're don't let him in. He can't come in because we're podcasting. Particularly if you want to attach that tiny dog tambourine to him now, because that would be probably a bit too much noise. So yeah. And then the other thing, right, is the way that we've been generating topics. And we've got a random word generator that we've found.
Yes.
And it just comes out with quite random stuff. So do you want to give us some from your random word generator?
So I'm going to generate 3 words at a time, and they're all nouns. Migration, debate, shatter. Is shatter a noun?
It is now. Give us another one.
Profession, net, ditch.
Ditch your profession in a net. A lot of people doing that while they're in lockdown. Go on.
Your profession is ditching people with nets.
Oh yeah. Bridge, minority, dead. Okay. Maybe not that one. Twin Chapter Stadium. Have we generally resorted to just reading out 3 words on the podcast? We're only a week in. Go on, give me another one.
Approach, emphasis.
What one are you going to emphasise?
I emphasised emphasis.
All right, okay, go on. One more.
Scholar, reliable, right wing.
That segment, random words, will not be coming back in any future podcast. We thought it was going to be fun. Clearly not. Give me one more. Give me one more.
Let's go with all this time. Effacious, gleaming and kind-hearted.
Oh, well, that's a good one to finish on.
Blue, slow and
Right,
smooth.
stop now. Stop. We've decided that is definitely never, ever been featured on the podcast again. You've pressed it again, haven't you? Have you pressed the button again? Give me one more. Give me one more.
Daily, tiny, public. Inexpensive lying.
Right, and taken away the phone. Christ. Right, no, don't. Right, when I took away your phone, I didn't mean for you to go on my phone
I just wanted to see if anyone else enjoyed it so I could wave at them.
Start picking random words.
I've just been waving at everyone as it goes through.
Yeah, thanks for watching live, guys, and hopefully we're brightening up your Monday morning, your Wednesday.
Can I have my phone back for my joke?
No, you cannot have the phone. You can have it for the joke, but if you read any more random words, I am banning the phone for life. All right?
I know lots of random words.
Well, you're going to make up your own random words. Now I've taken your phone away, you're just going to say random words.
Yeah.
Can you do me a favour? Just halfway through the podcast, just go...
Anesthesia.
Sausages. Like, just come up with random words every now and again. Yeah.
Desolation.
No, right, stop with random words. I don't... Right. Have you finished with a random word?
No, I've got one more.
Oh, go on, give us one more.
Sinkhole.
Sinkhole, good word. Good word. So you don't even need a
No.
a phone for random words. Give us one more random word. Barry.
Coffin.
Coffin. Coffin. In the middle of the coronavirus crisis, the random word you're going to choose to end this segment on is coffin.
I listened to this podcast and there was an episode where this dude was smuggling drugs by putting them in coffin, and it turns out it wasn't drugs, his friend had just stashed a dead body in there.
Oh, nice. Yeah, great. Thank you for that. Anyway, back to the Kindness Project. We'll talk about this. We've had an email, and thanks to the Future Change Rule movement. And the email starts, tired of all the negative news, want to talk about how we can do some positive work in the world together. Timmy Barnabas, a high school student, climate and community activist in New Zealand, and Jim Petrucci, an educator in the USA, are writing to us because they've heard we do some amazing work in just sharing good news and stories of kindness. So check out the Future Change Rule movement. We'll put a link in the show notes. You can find them, I suppose, if you just, in your little Facebook search bar, put Future Change Rule. And hopefully they'll come on a future edition of the Kindness Project. And one thing we're going to be doing, which is new for the live version, tomorrow we're going to have our first live guest.
Who is it?
It's Andy from St Francis Hospice telling us about what they're doing in these more challenging times. And the challenge we've got is trying to work out how we're going to get him on live, because we still haven't done that yet. But by tomorrow, we will make sure that... We've got it. We've got it, definitely. Another random word?
Arum lily.
Arum lily.
No, arum lily. It's a type of flower.
Oh, very good. Right, this is what I'm going to do. Halfway through the podcast, I'm just going to go random, and then you've got to give a random word. And if you're watching, we want your random words as well, don't we? Mm-hmm. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. All you can think about now is what random word you're going to do next, isn't it? Yeah. So thank you for that email. Can I just mention, I am loving the trend of fit personal trainers being out in the street and training people people on balconies. That's amazing. There was a guy on the news this morning in Germany training people in the snow.
Yeah, the 19-year-old kid.
Yeah, 19-year-old kid, but he's doing a good thing, isn't he? Out there training. If you hear stories that we should share on the podcast, we definitely want to hear them, don't we? So please feel free to share them with us using any of the communication channels of your choosing.
Yes.
And one person who always sends us good stuff is Dave Forsdyke, and he's sent another 3 reasons
to be grateful.
You want to do these?
John Bon Jovi, megastar and millionaire, helped out at one of his JBJ Soul Kitchens over the weekend. Rather than holding up at home, which he could easily do, he decided to help those less fortunate. Over 20,000 former NHS professionals, many of them retired, have returned to work to help boost resources in the NHS. These people are incredibly brave and selfless heroes. Yeah,
look, I mean, we mentioned it yesterday. We all went out on Friday night and clapped for the NHS. That is a small gesture for the amazing work they're doing. Each and every day supporting us through a time of trouble. So thank you again. Not only the NHS workers who are working now, but the ones who chose to come back to support the profession. That's amazing work.
Technology and engineering firms have come together to build a breathing aid? which will help COVID-19 sufferers. Designed and approved in less than a week, The new CPAP machine is being trialled and could be manufactured in large numbers and reduces the need for ventilators.
Yeah, it's, you know what's incredible, especially in times of crisis, it's amazing how innovative humans can be,
Yeah.
you know, and how quickly we can get stuff done. So that's amazing work.
Yes.
Okay, so hopefully we have got some answers to the question of the podcast, but genuinely, I don't know whether we've got any because I only posted it this morning. So let's give it a go. It seems that we have. So, what hobbies and pastimes are you gonna be? Are you gonna be getting involved with? Did you say what hobby and pastime you're gonna be getting involved with?
Well, I made a joking remark about playing ukulele off tune behind your piano, but I'm just gonna keep writing, keep studying,
Yeah. Keep on swimming.
pick poetry back up again.
Oh yeah, you used to love a bit of poetry, didn't you? Do you remember that poetry?
Oh my god.
we have spoke about it on the podcast before, but it was quite a interesting experience, wasn't it?
Interesting.
Do you want to share it?
No.
No, she doesn't.
No.
Okay, so we've had a few comments on today's question of the podcast. Judith is going to start a beginner's online yoga challenge with Jamie. Dave Forsdyke said playing drums. He's going to get a bit more drums in his life. He likes to play drums, and he's already recorded 3 new tracks. Roberta White, friend of the show.
End of the show.
Name of the host. Not me. That would be weird, wouldn't it? Knitting Easter chicks, ladybirds, bumblebees and little bunnies. And when done, they will all contain a little Cadbury's cream egg.
Aww.
And this is now for next year, of course. And Desmond Barker is going to be doing a lot more, lifting his dumbbells and working out and getting buff. Would you like, before we get on to the... oh, she's getting her phone back. Before we get on to the now climactic end of the show, share just 3 more random words. Chuck it in.
Well, I have 3 more random words prepared, I guess. And they're all names of flowers. So, chrysanthemum,
Oh, good one.
honeysuckle, and amaryllis.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I like it. And are we finishing on your classic
Well,
joke of the day?
I had to recycle some jokes from, back in the bad old days.
Go on then.
Why did the Witches team lose the baseball game?
I don't know. Why did the Witches team lose the baseball game?
Their bats flew away.
And on that note, we'll see you next time. Bye.